At San Diego Comic-Con, the atmosphere was electrifying as Marvel made a surprising announcement. Robert Downey Jr. would be returning as Dr. Doom in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This news not only stunned fans but also piqued their curiosity. The first project, infamous Iron Man, opens with Tony Stark arriving at a university. However, instead of meeting Reed Richards, Tony Stark finds that his roommate is none other than Dr. Doom. The room buzzed with excitement and suspense as images of Tony Stark and Dr. Doom appeared on screen, creating a mysterious, intense atmosphere. Fans eagerly anticipated seeing Tony Stark face new challenges and showcase his extraordinary intelligence in a dangerous environment. Robert Downey Jr.'s return promises an intense journey. Before diving deeper into the details, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated. As Tony Stark enters the university lecture hall, the room is alive with booming music and all eyes are on him. Reed Richards, Tony Stark, and other characters converge in a dramatic setting, illustrating that Dr. Doom's history in this universe mirrors his history in the main Marvel universe. From Jonathan Hickman's Fantastic Four, we know that Dr. Doom always seeks ultimate power in every reality. But how do you stop him? The most frightening answer is lobotomy, stripping Doom of his consciousness. However, Tony Stark, with his superior intellect and adaptability, is not just any ordinary Tony Stark. He confronts Doom, using his skills and intelligence to devise a new approach, with each step fraught with challenges and danger. Can he change Dr. Doom's predestined fate, or will he face terrible consequences? Dr. Doom's eyes reveal clear hatred, yet deep down, there is a reluctant respect for Tony Stark. Doom's anger stems not from the challenge itself, but from the fact that Stark can match his superior intelligence. His frustration simmers, not just because of Stark's presence, but because Doom knows Stark is one of the few who can rival him intellectually. Victor Von Doom leads Tony Stark into a damp and dark basement, where dim light barely illuminates the chaos around them. Their footsteps echo in the gloomy space, filled with rats and dusty old books. Stark frowns, his sharp eyes scanning the scene like an abandoned archive. "There's nothing here but old books and rats," Stark remarks skeptically. Doom turns back with a sinister smile. "Exactly why I brought you down here, Stark," he says, eyes gleaming with satisfaction. "I've borrowed machinery from other labs requiring a dangerous venture, but it's worth it." Stark looks around, trying to decipher the mystery in Doom's words. "What are you hiding here, Doom?" Doom steps toward an old bookshelf, pulls out a book, and activates a secret door. "Whatever it takes to win," he says, his voice full of cold determination. "I won't hesitate to do anything." As the door opens, Stark sees a complex machine, sparkling with light. This is the centerpiece of Doom's mad scheme, a testament to his ruthlessness and relentless ambition. "You're so petty," Doom, Stark says, challenging him. "Petty, perhaps," Doom replies, his voice deep and commanding. "But I will win, no matter the cost." In the storm of the 2015 Secret Wars, the events in Jonathan Hickman's Avengers and New Avengers pushed the multiverse to the brink of collapse. As hope seemed almost extinguished, Namor begged Doom for help, but Doom coldly refused. He did not want to be second or overshadowed by anyone, even in the multiverse's crucial moment. Tony Stark, with sharp eyes, tells Doom, "If you refuse to help, you'll be cast out of here." But Doom, with a smug smile, replies, "If I succeed, when this machine is completed, my telekinetic abilities will be activated." In that moment, the atmosphere seemed to freeze, tension rising, with all eyes on Doom and the mysterious machine. The collapse of the multiverse was imminent, and the fate of all rested in one person's hands on one decision. Doom faced a tough choice: save the multiverse or let it crumble under his arrogance and personal ambition. As the multiverse teeters on the brink of collapse, the confrontation between Tony Stark and Dr. Doom intensifies. Stark, outwardly confident but inwardly anxious, watches as Doom prepares for a mad experiment. "Are you sure this thing will work?" Stark asks, his voice tense. Doom, with a mysterious smile, replies, "It's ironic to hear Tony Stark ask that, isn't it? Those who have followed Stark in the MCU know he isn't easily shaken. But this time is different. Doom is leading the entire project, and Stark, despite his intelligence and skills, is following Doom's instructions. This creates an intense atmosphere of tension. All eyes are on Doom as he explains the complex machine. "This is my entire project," Doom says, his eyes gleaming with determination. Stark knows what needs to be done to make it work. Stark feels immense pressure. He has to rely on Doom, someone he finds hard to trust. But there are no other options. In that moment, both men understand that even the smallest mistake could lead to the destruction of the multiverse. The machine starts to activate, emitting flashing lights, either a beacon of hope or the beginning of the end. Tony Stark stands there, his eyes fixed on the dazzling lights. He knows that everything depends on Doom's decisions and his own skills. It all feels dreamlike, slow, and haunting. Time seems to stand still as Doom flips the final switch. A loud explosion echoes and blinding light fills the room. Both realize that the real battle has only just begun. In that moment, the tension is palpable. Tony Stark, a genius with boundless creativity, has worked tirelessly to turn the idea of telekinesis into reality. Finally, everything is ready for the final experiment, and Stark is the one to test it. Sitting in the test chair, he feels a rush of excitement and anxiety. The technical team begins to power up the device. "Wow, amazing," Stark exclaims as he feels energy coursing through his brain. However, he has no idea that something unusual is happening. Suddenly, everything goes dark, and he feels immobilized. "What's going on here?" Stark panics. Dr. Doom, the mastermind behind the project, steps forward with a challenging smile. "It's surprising that you believe telekinesis was just a trick," Stark Doom says, his voice full of insinuation. "In reality, we've redirected the energy from your cerebral cortex to seize your entire potential." Stark realizes he's been deceived. Telekinesis was not the ultimate goal, it was just a pretext for Doom to exploit Stark's naive ambition. Stark's mind becomes a battleground as Doom tries to seize control. "Nothing can go wrong," Doom taunts, his voice dripping with sarcasm. Stark feels himself losing control, but he refuses to give up. With all his remaining strength, he fights to break free from Doom's grasp. In that critical moment, Stark resolves to fight back, not just to protect himself but to prevent the greater disaster Doom could unleash. Tony Stark and Dr. Doom face each other, their gaze is intense. Victor Von Doom, with a sly smile, says, "Our minds will swap bodies, and everything you have will become mine." Stark frowns as Doom continues. "The infamous Iron Man was just me, Victor Von Doom, playing the role of Iron Man after your death at the end of Civil War I. But this time, you won't be around to see what I do with your life." Stark tries to stay calm, but his heart is filled with worry. Doom has meticulously planned, and now he is preparing to take over Stark's body and entire life. This isn't just a personal struggle, it's a battle for the legacy of Iron Man. As Doom prepares to activate the body-swapping device, Tony feels his surroundings fade, sensing himself being pushed out of his body. In that tense moment, Tony struggles to resist, but Doom's power is overwhelming. Suddenly he feels a sharp change. Doom, now in Tony Stark's body, stands up and smirks. "You know, it's quite the mad experiment he's got here." Stark, trapped in Doom's weakened body, feels helpless and trapped. But Stark is not one to give up easily. He knows there must be a way to turn the tables. With all his will and intelligence, Tony starts looking for flaws in Doom's plan. Those around him are unaware that Tony Stark is actually Victor Von Doom in a new guise. Tony Stark, or rather Doom in Stark's body, now revels in the freedom and power he has never experienced before. With a smug look, Doom smiles, basking in Stark's wealth and influence. Everyone, from employees to Tony's friends, cannot detect the difference, seeing only the same Tony Stark wealthy and powerful as ever. Meanwhile, the young man who was once Tony Stark finds himself a stranger in the distant land of Latveria. Without money or memories, he feels lost, like a ship adrift on a vast ocean. Overwhelmed by a sense of loss and confusion, he cannot remember who he is or where he came from. Every attempt to find answers proves futile. Tony Stark's memories have been completely erased, leaving him to face the heartbreaking reality that his old life has been stolen. Meanwhile, Doom, now in Stark's powerful and healthy body, exhales with satisfaction. He has succeeded in his plan to take over Tony Stark's life and fortune. Doom revels in his new identity, enjoying every moment of the luxurious life he could never achieve on his own. With newfound confidence and power, Doom feels unstoppable. However, Victor Von Doom remains cautious. He knows that Stark is still alive somewhere and might try to reclaim his life. But with complete control over Tony's body and the vast resources now at his disposal, Doom is confident he can handle any challenge. Victor Von Doom, a genius combining technology and magic, executed a bold plan to take over another person's body. In the shadows, Doom acted covertly, transforming his body into a new, formidable form. Merging advanced technology with ancient magic, Doom became an almost invincible entity. Meanwhile, the soul of his victim, once a powerful and renowned individual, now finds itself lost in despair and confusion. No longer the person they were, they live a strange life filled with nightmares. Simultaneously, Doom advances further, creating a special armor, the armor based on the image of the old demon, a powerful magical legend. This armor has supernatural abilities, allowing Doom to control the world around him and other realities. With this new power, Doom feels invincible. Tony Stark, despite being trapped in Victor Von Doom's body, retains his sharp intellect. Even in this desperate situation, he finds a new sense of purpose, clearer than ever before. Howard Stark, the father Tony always felt distant from, was murdered, and Tony knows he has no choice but to face this harsh reality. Doom, now in Stark's body, believes he has won. However, he is unaware that he faces one of his most dangerous foes, Tony, with his brilliant mind and unyielding determination. Tony feels a strong urge for revenge and to reclaim his life. Each day, Stark devises intricate plans to turn the tables. He uses his intelligence to find flaws in Doom's plan, targeting not only Doom but anyone who stands in his way. Tony Stark is not just a genius cornered, he is now a warrior determined to reclaim justice for himself and destroy the one who caused all this suffering. Victor Von Doom, in Tony Stark's body, acts with relentless determination. Doom uses Stark's intellect and resources to execute ambitious plans. Less subtle ideas flow like quicksilver from Doom's mind, now amplified by Stark's genius. Doom does whatever it takes to achieve his goals, from political manipulation to exploiting advanced technology. Every action he takes aims to consolidate power and create an empire under his control. On the other side of the world, Tony Stark, in Victor Von Doom's body, faces a completely new reality. Though trapped in Doom's form, Tony does not lose his essence. He begins to act as a philanthropist, helping those in need. Using his talent and creativity, Tony initiates technological and humanitarian projects to improve people's lives, especially in neglected and disadvantaged areas. Despite living in different bodies, both Doom and Tony have clear goals and are determined to pursue them. Doom seeks dominance and power, while Tony focuses on charity and social responsibility. Victor Von Doom, now in Tony Stark's body, receives information from his spies in Latveria about Tony's charitable activities while in Doom's body. Tony's humanitarian efforts, though beneficial to many, are reducing the profits of Stark Universal, the company Doom now controls. This becomes particularly critical when Tony introduces his latest energy project, Infinite Energy Forever. This project not only threatens to undermine every other energy company worldwide, but also puts Stark Universal at financial risk. Sensing the threat, Doom knew he had to act swiftly. He had developed a new combat suit, an upgraded version of the Iron Man armor, which he initially planned to sell to the US military. However, Doom decided to use this suit for a different purpose to stop Tony Stark. He ordered his agents, equipped with the armor, to hunt down Tony in Latveria, where Tony was trying to carry out his charitable projects. As the agents approached, the atmosphere became tense and stifling. Tony, in Doom's body, was unaware of this plan. However, with his instincts and intellect, he sensed an impending danger. The Iron Man armor, with all its advanced features and power, was approaching with a clear mission to eliminate Tony Stark. The battle between the two powerful armors unfolded, with Doom's cunning plans against Tony's determination to protect what he believed in. At a technology exhibition, Tony Stark, in Victor Von Doom's body, stood before a crowd, showcasing his latest innovations. The centerpiece was a suit with advanced features, including regenerative anti-puncture polymers and a fire-retardant cloak, designed to protect rescue teams and soldiers on the battlefield. These cutting-edge technologies represented a significant leap forward. However, as Tony was presenting, someone burst in, shouting, "We're under attack immediately." Tony realized the critical situation. Doom, in Stark's body, had ordered his agents to attack the exhibition. For a moment, Tony seemed ready to give up, but the truth was he had noticed the quick reacting capabilities of Doom's armor. As the first missile approached, Tony activated the armor's features, unleashing a powerful energy blast to counter the attack, protecting him from the successive assaults. Tony realized that Doom had underestimated him, thinking that being trapped in Doom's body would strip him of his advantage. In reality, Tony had learned to leverage what was available, turning a dangerous situation into an opportunity to strike back. Tony Stark, in Victor Von Doom's body, quickly seized the moment. With his superior intellect, he discovered that by adjusting the frequency, he could disrupt Doom's control systems. As the missiles from Doom's armor were about to explode, Tony fine-tuned the frequency, causing them to backfire and destroy the armor from within. With a series of deafening explosions, Doom's armor shattered, leaving Doom stunned and defenseless. Tony, now standing firm before Doom, looked down at his foe. Doom, realizing his defeat, pleaded, "If you give me a chance, I will return your life to you." Doom's words were laced with desperation. And in that moment, Tony sensed the vulnerability of his enemy, a man who had once seemed invincible. But Tony could not fully recall what had transpired. The chaos and intensity of the confrontation had caused him to lose memory of recent events. However, one thing was clear: good had triumphed. Tony Stark, even in Doom's body, had upheld his ethics and compassion. Doom, the infamous villain, now faced the consequences of his evil deeds. In a moment of victory, Tony realized that no matter the form one takes, the essence of a person remains unchanged. He had demonstrated that courage and intelligence could overcome any challenge and that truth and justice ultimately prevail. What do you think? I know you will have thoughts and feelings about this. Thank you for watching. That was today's video. We want to know your opinions. We hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll stop here. Thank you very much.